Traders, welcome back to our price action trading lesson. We're going to use price action rules to help us identify direction bias of the market and rather high probability setups. We're looking at S&P 500 and mini futures. And when I'm analyzing a structure like this is not easy structure to analyze because the overnight session before the market opens was a little bit too volatile. If I'm trying to look for some bigger channel, it doesn't really fit that great because I have so much empty room at the top. So what I like doing, I like just focusing on the most recent structure because I'm not really sure what is exactly happening in the market. What is the bias? Overnight session was quite crazy. The stock market is about to open and I'm going to follow the most recent structure. Okay. So as you can see, we have a move down. We have some consolidation, but right now price action is trading lower. So I'm going to focus all my attention right now to this push down because if you're not sure what exactly is happening in the market, just navigate the price action as it is developing. Follow the short-term channels and they will keep you on the right side of the market. There's always a channel present for every single candle on the chart. So right now the downtrend is working lower. We have a push to a new extreme and prices continue to go lower. So when I'm watching this, it looks overall quite bearish. Okay, the initial consolidation has been completely ignored. We can't even go back. In fact, it looks like we have a series of lower highs and lower lows and it's starting to look like there's some downtrend potentially forming. Okay, it's not an easy downtrend to spot, but we are creating lower highs and lower lows. So if I'm going to connect these swings, it actually looks decent. Some bearish structure. It's not fully confirmed, but this is what's going through my mind right now. So market is going sideways and I have some new low here. First entry short, pullback, second entry short. So this right here would be a second entry short. And as you can see, we also have some small consolidation right here. So you are selling off the resistance. Problem is, the bearish structure is just about to be established and we're going quite sideways. So this is not easy trade to consider just yet because the whole downtrend is just about to be established. It's not fully confirmed. What if there is this downtrend with the break new extreme? So not the best setup to consider. If you're more aggressive, you can consider. It's not the terrible setup, but the downtrend is not fully confirmed. And this push down is actually confirming more of a bearish bias. Micro double bottom can reset. I have to redraw a brand new uptrend. Remember, there's always short-term correction present for every single price movement during a trading market. And price action is correcting, so I'm going to redraw a brand new uptrend. And this is not something I wanted to see because right now this is too bullish. Let's see what's going to happen. We have small overshoot. Prices are breaking back below EMA. Okay, so because we are going back below EMA now, it's confirming that according to channel rule, that this downtrend needs to get new low tested. So I am expecting new low to be tested because this was significant spike down. Okay. But there is no setup. We have a lower high here confirming the fact that the downtrend needs new low. But it's a bad bar, not fully to EMA. Can't really take it. A small break, new extreme. This shortened downtrend played out with the break, push to new extreme. So I'm going to pause right now looking to go short. Okay, we're back above EMA. So I'm definitely now just observing price action. Why are we back above EMA? I cannot sell now above EMA. This shortened downtrend played out. I'm still expecting new low for the big one. But since we are back above EMA, we're going sideways now. I'm definitely more laid back. I'm just going to be patiently observing what the market unfolds. Okay, we're just going sideways. And market credit brought two legs up. Okay. This right here, the second leg, because we have a one leg here. I'm just going to copy it. This is the second leg. Created new high for the first leg right here. Okay, one leg, break, second leg. So price action tends to move in pairs of twos. So uptrend played out. These two legs are too broad for me to look for any wider channel. This is too flat. There cannot be channel that is too flat. So at this point, I'm starting to predict some small consolidation. You can see this is where I'm going to draw support. I'm going to draw resistance. EMA is going sideways, two legs up. So now I'm expecting prices going back down because I'm going to combine the bearish bias with the trend range structure, but I need to see push below EMA to fully trust it because this trend range is just about to be established. But you can see price action is telling us everything, bullish depletion. We may continue working lower just based on pure candlesticks. Can I get a felt second entry long below EMA? Market is trending lower, and here I have the felt second entry long. Okay, this is the highest high, first entry long, long pullback, second entry long for there. This is a nice big bearish bar. This is actually very decent setup context wise. Felt second entry long because just like we talked about, you have brought two legs up, resistance held, a lot of sellers stepped in, push below EMA is confirming okay, we're probably heading all the way down here, but the signal bar, as you can see, is an inside bar So that's the problem. If you don't have an inside bar, you can definitely go short. This is a great setup context wise. We can mark it because the context is so clean, but unfortunately it's an inside bar, so mainly educational perspective here. Can I get some second entry short? I was looking for second entry short, and there was no second entry short. Downtrend played out with the break, push to a new extreme. So downtrend played out. You can see trend down, 2 legs up, trend down. Not easy structure to navigate, but if you're patient, price action will tell you everything. This is where everything aligned. This is where you finally know that you have 2 legs up and resistance held. So this is what would be a hyperbolic setup if it wasn't an inside bar. And now the downtrend played out, so let's see what's going to happen now. There is no trigger. I almost took this setup right here, new low first entry short, second entry short, because it looks so great locally. Fortunately, there was no break below the signal bar. Once there is this bullish inside bar, you cannot go short below bullish inside bar like this if you're selling. So there is no entry, there is no trigger. Setup has to trigger, and market continued working higher, something like this. So we have some bullish retracement. Okay, this is quite significant retracement, so I have to explain why market keeps going higher. And these shortened channels can really take into consideration the entire price action. You want to draw channels to take into consideration all of these bars, because the move happened right here at the bottom. So I was looking for some channel like this, but problem is this channel is not that confirmed. It's not that confirmed, and we have maybe big overshoot. If I'm going to draw it like this, I still have tiny overshoot, but there's so much empty room here. So this is the channel I'm looking for. It's not the best channel. You can also play some mini spike in a channel like this that played out with the break new high. Let's see what's going to happen. We have a downtrend working lower. Okay, I'm just waiting here. This is mainly a waiting area. Nothing pretty much happening because the channel is just about to be confirmed. I was thinking we're going to get new high, but I need to see push above EMA in order for me to get the confirmation that this channel is bad, because this channel is not really looking that great here. We're below EMA, we're going super sideways. There's no setup here, just pure congestion. If I'm going to draw this, you can see we're going super sideways like this, so I can't take anything. Maybe it felt like an entry short above EMA to test the new high, but nothing. And market continued to work lower like this. So this was very confusing. It looks like this channel is not really a valid option. At the same time, it looks like broad 2 legs down, so I'm not really looking to sell. This entire area was very confusing. I wasn't even looking for trades, and like I talked about this in our last lesson, that's an important skill that you need to develop. Just remain objective and remain honest with yourself. Okay, there's nothing wrong admitting that you don't know what's happening. There's so many conflicting variables here. We traded up, okay, but the uptrend is not confirmed. Now we're going lower. Is there some wider downtrend? Maybe, but everything is just about to be established. Okay, this is area of development where the structure is just not clear, so you have to remain patient. I don't think you can take anything here. You have significant push down, so now it's a confirmation that the downtrend is a little bit wider like this. I'm going to lead these 2 legs down, so you can see the price action sometimes can be a little bit all over the place. Now we have a lower high. If you're playing this downtrend, you have a break, push to a new low. It's only confirming the fact that the downtrend is new low. In hindsight, it looks good. And I was watching this live. I wasn't really interested in taking setups in this mess, but this is a lower high. It's not a bad setup. A lower high. There's a chance that the downtrend is going to get new extreme. We can mark it. It's a nice signal bar. Downtrend is getting confirmed. Lower highs, low lows. There is no second entry short. You keep your stop loss one thing about the signal bar, so you are still safe. And downtrend played out with the break, push to a new extreme. Okay, you can see you have a couple more pushes lower, but if you draw a channel a little bit wider like this is not a good channel to draw because you don't have no confirmations. You can see if you draw a little bit wider channel, there are no bounces here, no bounces at the bottom, no bounces here. You have no bounces, you have only one bounce here, so this is too broad. Okay, this is a good sign that your wider channel is simply too broad to draw. It's too early. There are no confirmations. You would need more pushes lower, push phase and correction phase, series of lower highs and low lows. And because we're back above EMA this quickly, we have to keep break, push to a new extreme. Redraw the uptrend working higher. Market is trending higher like this. I was looking for second entry long because I'm just trying to navigate short-term price action, downtrend played out, break new low, push above is significant, but we have only first entry long, inside bar. Okay, market keeps going high. We have significant price action, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna widen the channel like this. Okay, so you can see I'm gonna zoom out. There's always a channel present for every single price movement. This is what price action trading is about. Okay, there's always a channel for every single price movement. Every single movement on the chart matters. Every single movement is part of some big pattern, and our job as price action traders is to understand what is happening in the market. What are the market makers doing? Where are they heading? Okay, we're following the institutions, we're following their footprints. So we have a downtrend, 2 legs up, break, push to new extreme. This was a little bit confusing area because you traded up without a good pattern and then you trade it down. This area is a little bit too conflicting, but now it's getting easier to navigate because now I have, once again, brand new price movement, a very clean and strong trend working higher. So I'm right now thinking more bullish. This is really what I want to see. This is now easy price action. I want to see second entry long at the EMA, but we have overshoot. Okay, we have overshoot, which means we broke not the trend line, but the trend channel line. This is the trend channel line. This is overbought area. Okay, you don't need no other indicator. You can just read candlesticks, use market geometry, and you can tell how structured the trend is. And suddenly you have massive depletion to the top. Everybody's taking profits, and there needs to be equilibrium. So price action will go back to normal, and there can be stronger correction in the opposite direction after overshoot. So there's going to be textbook second entry long at the EMA. You would have to skip after overshoot. Okay, there is not. And I have to redraw downtrend, but had there been, you have to skip. Okay, downtrend played out with the break, push to new extreme, good. So now I expect new high to be tested following the trend line rule. I expect new high. So I want to see some setup above EMA. Can I get a second entry above EMA? We're still below for the most part. Okay, I want to see second entry short forming above EMA. This is important. I have a second entry short below EMA. That's not good, especially after overshoot. Let's say if there is no overshoot, you can consider failed second entry short like this when the second entry short is mainly below EMA. It's not such a terrible trade, but since I have overshoot, I really like to see prices pushing fully above EMA. It's really important here because, you know, overshoot can generate a little bit stronger correction. First entry short, second entry short. It's a tempting setup. Market, if you took a chance here, it's not a bad setup. But after overshoot, you truly want prices to push above EMA, so you know that you don't have to be worried about overshoot. You don't have to be worried about additional downtrend. There's a little bit wider like this. This can happen after overshoot. Okay. Prices are going sideways. I still expect new high. And now we have new high here. First entry long, second entry long, but it triggered on inside bar again. Okay, are you coming basically as a high low, new low, first entry, second entry short failure? I'm going to reset the count here because we created new swing low. So basically high low, but it triggered here on an inside bar. Now, good thing here is that the inside bar is nice bullish bar that you would normally like to go long above. Okay, but once again, because it's an inside bar, I have to mark it like this. If this wouldn't be an inside bar, you can definitely go long as a green hypothesis setup. Why? Because you're back above EMA, EMA keeps providing support, buyers want to test the new high, and there's simply no case for sellers. Okay, you're back above EMA, you need new high, simple price action. This is what you're thinking about. What happened to the left will tell you what's going to happen to the right, and market makers want to take prices to new high. Okay, work for a scalp. No trigger here again. Okay, I was really looking for second entry long, new high, can reset, first entry long, pull back, second entry long to test the new high, but there was no second entry long, only first entry long. New high here. Gonna redraw the downtrend. Okay, there's some small consolidation, something like this. Okay. Some second entry long at the bottom, multiple tests would be okay, but there was nothing. Or second entry long above EMA here. Okay. Either I can consider prices going here and taking second entry long at the bottom, or I can consider new high, first entry long, second entry long here, and prices going higher. Either one of these two scenarios would be acceptable following price action rules, but I don't see no break below. There's just no pullback. Market just continues working higher on the first entry long, so nothing I can do. And now you have first entry long again. You know, this is very tempting locally, but even this channel now played out. I can also draw a little bit wider. But even this channel played out now, the secondary channel. This is just first entry long. You know, this is super tempting because you really need new high for the main channel. But you know, this is basically high low, but it's only first entry long. Uptrend played out. I simply need some second entry long here. Far from the EMA here. And uptrend played out with the break, push the new high. So now we can get what? Brand new market cycle. Uptrend, break, new high. So we can get correction or reversal. So I'm going to draw down to working lower, and it looks like we may have reversal. Can I get a second entry short at the EMA? You would be okay with felt second entry long. Why felt second entry long would be sufficient here? Because this break was very broad. Okay, this is a good clue here. Because by the time you're breaking the uptrend, you're already going sideways and you're already having information that there is consolidation. So since we're going sideways and we're consolidation, felt second entry long would be good. There was no felt second entry long. Can I get a second entry short? No second entry short. Okay, I'm going to redraw. Uptrend like this. I can't take high low too far from the EMA at the very top of the move. Plus this downtrend doesn't have new extreme. This break below EMA is signaling that this downtrend needs to get new low following the trend line rule. So I'm thinking about some lower high here. We're back above EMA, so I can't sell. And now we have double high probability setup. Okay, we have a new low here because we created new swing. We have basically new low, no break below, no break below, no break below. Okay, first bar we broke below, so first entry short, failure, second entry short, new swing low. Okay, new swing low. This low is lower than this, so I'm going to reset the count. First entry short, tick higher. There's going to be break below this bearish bar. There's going to be second entry short, and also is the high side of the correction. First entry long, pullback, second entry long, failure. So this is actually double high probability setup, which every single time you see double high probability setup, that's a good sign that, you know, you have more confluence of price action rules. And this downtrend needs new low. It's a little bit more aggressive because you have flat EMA here, but I took a chance here. Two high probability setups in one, downtrend needs new low. I like this trade. Second entry short, felt second entry long, push to new low, not fully. The downtrend still needs to get new low tested, and now we have new low, first entry short, second entry short, great bearish bar. The downtrend still needs to get new low tested. This is the low, so this is a great high probability setup. Second entry short, there's the new low. Oh, I can see there's no break, so actually you would not be able to take it. There's no trigger, but let's say had there been trigger, this is a great trade. Push to new extreme, downtrend played out, so now we have break, new low. We're heading back into the trend range, so I'm going to redraw a brand new uptrend. So this is acting exactly as you would expect. So right now you just follow short-term price action. One leg down, market moves in pairs of twos. Break, second leg down, almost perfect measured move. Push above EMA, so now only thinking about this bullish trend because you are in a trend range. Most breakouts will fail. So I want to see second entry long at the EMA, new high. So I'm going to reset the count. First entry long. I have a second entry long, which is great context wise, but the signal bar is super weak. I cannot take a signal bar, push to new high. And now it's too late, the market is about to close. So this is the overall structure for today. It was not an easy day to trade. The second part of the day was much better. Clear uptrend, break new high, clear downtrend, and a consolidation. This part was the most confusing. I was completely patient here because the trend has so much empty room here. And you're going lower, so you have basically two channels working like this. It looks like there was just a little bit tighter channel, spike in a channel pattern like this. So you're mainly focusing on a downtrend. But other than that, pretty decent price action overall. So I hope you had a good trading day. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to talk to you next time. Feel like you're trading.